What's something you believe that you never actually questioned? I didn't always think like that. Not because I couldn't, but because I didn't even realize I was allowed to. This whole shift for me started in a place most people wouldn't expect. Prison. And I didn't just randomly pick up some book to pass time. I went looking for one. I found an encyclopedia of world religions because I wanted to understand. I wanted to know what else was out there besides what I'd always been told. And somewhere in that process, I had this thought that stuck with me. Do I believe what I believe because it's true? Or because that's the only version I've ever been given? And once that question hit, it didn't stay contained. It turned into, what do I believe about right and wrong? About the law, about people, about myself? And the uncomfortable part was realizing that a lot of my answers weren't really mine. They were just unexamined. And I don't think I'm the only one. Most of us grow up with certain ideas handed to us about success, about morality, about government, about health, about what kind of people are good or bad. We just run with it. Not because we're lazy, because no one ever really stops and asks, why do you believe that? I want to be clear about something. Nothing is off limits here. We're going to question everything. Religion, science, law, government, health, energy, even things that people label as conspiracies. Not to blindly believe them and not to blindly dismiss them either, but to actually look at them. Because shutting something down without understanding it is just another form of not questioning. And I know, just being real, if you saw me before you heard me, you might not expect this kind of conversation to come from me. And that's kind of the point. Because a lot of what we believe about people, we've never really questioned either. And I don't have the answers. I'm not trying to be the smartest person in the room. I'm here to learn, and I want to be challenged, not in a prove me wrong kind of way, in a help me understand the way you see the world kind of way. Because even if I don't change my mind, I'd rather understand why someone believes what they believe instead of just writing them off. That's what this is, a space for curiosity, for real conversations, for asking better questions, and for being open to the idea that the next thing that shifts your perspective might come from somewhere or someone that you didn't expect. So I'll leave you with this. What's something that you believe that you've never actually questioned? And what happens if you do? And if you've got something you want me to question, break down, or even challenge, send it, seriously. Because this isn't just my perspective, it's a conversation.